Hey there, welcome back guys. In this video we're going to be taking the AVATA 2 along the shore. Going to be row your drone gently down the stream along the ocean line. So without any further ado, let's get started. Make sure your battery is fresh and charged and you're good to go before you go. Come.
Alright, whoops. And then we have 1, 2, 3. Spin it around. Bring it up. A little bit of a bummer with the high wind velocity, but I think we got this. We're gonna do normal, sport, and manual. Whoops. Manual should be alright if we can get that one remote controller. And away. I believe the camera angle, oh nice, camera angle reset to 0. Interesting, we'll do 30. Usually that doesn't happen. So even though we're in manual mode, we're able to keep it level, as you saw, instead of like sideways like it needed a V8. But you still get that high wind velocity warning. I don't like to go fast. Enhanced warning zone nearby, fly with caution. Make sure you have permission or to get that unlock from the FAA. DJI used to do the white glove service where it would all be done for you, but that doesn't exist anymore. You have to do all your homework. Do it all yourself. I have a video that shows you how to do that, but this is just phenomenal. And you don't want to go too fast on high wind velocity. You can't go over 60, 75. I think 100. I forget how fast someone went. But with Part 107, you gotta, you can only, there's a cap. And plus it limits your flight time anyway. It's like I think we'd be thrown back into sport mode if I was flying too fast right about now. So I like to just have fun with my flights. 40, maybe 50 miles an hour is all right. That should, but you see we're at 76%. So you gotta be really careful. Because again, you limit your flight time. And you wanna have enough juice to come back. And even if you have enough juice to come back, I want to fly the coastline, right? So if I'm going 60 miles an hour, I think we'd be turning, like I said, I think we'd be turning back right about now. So, just stay along the coast. Don't go too low. You can see we're 41 feet in height, but that's a little bit deceptive because the reflection of the water is what will throw you off. See, there's someone over there. And then zoom around and come down. Careful with your turns. You do not want to go too sharp on the turns because the drone will flip, which is fine, but it can handle it. But with the high wind, it could throw it off at its angle, and you're like shit out of luck. But look at that, look at the waves. Kind of neat, huh? Gotta love it. And we'll just go a little bit along the coastline at that angle. Come this way, and then go a little bit lower. Watch for the birds, because they have no mercy. Well, look, we're at 60 Mbps per second. Kind of neat, huh? And this is with the RC3. RC3 will give you the range, amazing range. And then we'll just turn it around up so that, because we're at 52%. And we'll come lower on the way back. Just don't like flying too low along the shore. I mean, we're at 55 feet up, so that's, still pretty good. And then we'll just zoom in around. Kind of neat, I love it. And this is in manual mode. With a motion controller, the drone will tilt more. Not that it isn't now with that breeze. I wish I could come back here. Every time I come here, it's always this high wind velocity. And I wish I could come back and if there's no wind. I'm not really sure when that is. I might have to check like the Farmer's Almanac to see when last year at this time, when the winds were not as high and gusty. See, 25 miles an hour, 42%. So it just drops. So I'm gonna have to turn back because I need that juice to come back and land. And again, you could go faster. So you watch. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 42, 48, 49. See, you don't really want to though, because look, see the battery? See at 50, see, you can't, I mean you can, but again, you're limiting your flight time. So let's put it back into, when we get to me, sport mode. See, we're at 36%. So again, you saw that, the faster you go, the battery just drops. And I could land it. Actually, there's no one there, right in the parking lot, just to play it safe. So to save you, like if you want to save more battery, just land it in a parking lot. Find a spot right about here. Whoops, where's the car? See, and then bring it in. And then go get it.
Kind of neat, huh? Gotta love it. Again, just make sure you're good to go before you go. Some towns don't allow drones on the beach during the summer, and you might have to wait until the fall to get that footage that you want. Or sometimes there are hours where you can go before the people arrive. Let's say 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. is fine, and then 9 p.m. afterward. But then flying this one at night is not so optimal. Probably with the tactical flying kit, you could probably get some pretty decent footage. But, you know, knowing that and moving forward, just always check before you go, especially this time of the year when it's beautiful out in the summer, which is when you want to be flying this thing, and probably practicing during the winter. So when the season does come, it looks like you know what you're doing. Not a big fan of the flips, but as you can see, manual can be mastered, but make sure, as you know, the faster you go, the shorter the flight time is going to be. 50 miles an hour is okay. 60, 70, 80, it's going to kick itself back into manual mode and you'll get a throttle error. But, you know, if you keep it between 50 and lower, you'll be okay. And as you see, the slower you go, not so slow, but the average speed, you know, again, the slower you go, the longer your flight time, which is what you really want at the beach. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.
Yes, I know we're not the same. I'm so tired of playing games.